Before we start teaching, let us together do the breathing meditation. Keep your body straight. Also head straight. And then take a deep breath. Fully relax, physically, emotionally, mentally. And slowly, gently rest your mind on the sensation of the breathing. Just be aware of the sensation of the breathing. Okay. Then continue teaching on Heart Sutra. So the after Buddha achieved enlightenment under the Buddha tree in Buddha Gaya, he wants to share what he found. the truth, the reality. So the way in which he shared the truth, the reality, with all the beings, he shared in a very skillful way. The people's mental inclination, interest, capability, their likes, dislikes is very powerful. You cannot force people. Bring about the medicine and say, this will cure all the disease. You have to take it. No. So way in which he shared what he found is a very skillful way. He shared it according to the mental interests, mental capability. And the disposition. So the truth, the ultimate nature of the truth, that which awakens Buddha fully when he realized it. So he shared this in many different ways. The Heart Sutra is one of the highest teaching for the sharp faculty, for the high intelligent beings. So the Heart Sutra is the highest form of means to deliver the reality of the truth Buddha found. So this we have to understand, and the way in which Buddha delivered is very skillful, you see. He did not teach this, the Heart Sutra, in a verbalized manner, in a language manner. Rather, he remained deep silence on this, the very source of the phenomena, the very center of the being, in a meditative way. And through the meditation, without speaking one single word that's coming out of Buddha, but inspired the mind of the Avalokiteshvara. He was also in a deep meditation. And also the blessed mind of Shariputra, who was also in a deep meditation. All three of them in a deep meditation. So through the force of Buddha's deep meditation, Buddha blessed the mind of Shariputra to raise the question, and blessed the Avalokiteshvara to raise the, to give the answer to Shariputra. So the question and the answer, and then approved by Buddha, and then rejoiced and praised by all the other audience. That is the Heart Sutra. So let me remind you again, what question asked, and what answer delivered. It's very simple. The question is, those are experiencing love and compassion, how to help oneself and other through Pashaparamita wisdom, the insight into the ultimate nature of the self. I put in a nutshell. The question is raised, how to practice emptiness. And Avalokiteshvara's answer is also very simple. First, the form is empty, emptiness is form, form is no other than emptiness, emptiness is no other than form. So this four statement is the answer from the Avalokiteshvara, saying that if you want to go deep within yourself to realize your ultimate nature, the shunyata, the emptiness, your source, the root of yourself, you go one by one, what do we call it, four profundities. Four profundities of our physical body. Once you know the four profundity of our physical body, then you know the two realities, the ultimate reality and the relative reality, ultimate reality and the conventional reality. Also, we call it absolute reality and relative reality. Meaning that what is the reality beyond this, all this appearance? How this appearance came into exist? Searching the truth. The searching the truth is the meaning of the life. Those who did not seek the truth, you miss the life. Miss the very purpose of the life. So even you did not realize the truth, you just understand intellectually, gaining some kind of concept about who I am. Just having some concept of who I am. You have all the answer of life. You get all the answer in life. You will be left with no question. So this, once you know this, the truth of your physical body, then you know the truth of all the phenomena, all the existence. Because there's only one truth. Truth cannot be two. Because there's only one origin. Only one source where we're coming and then where we're going back at the end. You first profound, you go one by one. First, you go first profundity. The profound meditation on the profundity of the ultimate nature of the form, meaning that the ultimate nature of your body. That's the first meditation, in the mindfulness, for foundation of mindfulness of the body. So this mindfulness of the body is the meditation on the ultimate nature of the physical body. So that is revealed by form is emptiness, the first profundity. So after you you go within, try to you are not here in this mindfulness meditation on the four profundity of the body. You are not observer. You are not merely observer. Here you have to be participant. You have to go within the body. You have to participate yourself. you have to be the every atom of your cell of your body. You have to go very deep, the deepest and the highest point of the body. You have to go there. So this, when you go within your body, try to find out your body. Then you reach you couldn't find the body. You reach at an empty space. Then when you couldn't find, one that you couldn't find, you found the Supreme. You found the Supreme. And stay there in the empty space. You stay there. You don't move. There's no way to go. Stay there. It's free of all the form, all the emotion, absence of all the inherent existence, the solidity, devoid of any sound. And it's like you reach into a deep space. Then you stay there, don't move. And this is the place you can really take the rest. Take the full rest. That space, when you reach there, it's very spacious, vast. With the clarity, the luminosity. There's a the deep silence. Then from there, in that experience, all the appearances are dissolved. All the conventional phenomena are dissolved. What left behind, what you can see and feel, is just the vast empty space. So you stay there first. When you say form is emptiness, then you meditate like this. At that time, all the thoughts stops. All the thoughts dropped. No thinking. So, and then that's when you stay there, then you taste what it means to be a nirvana. What is means to be a Dhammakaya. What is means to be my innate home? What is means to be the source, my source. Huh? So at that time, you reach the ultimate nature of your body, physical body, the ultimate nature of the form. And from there, then when you stay there, no thoughts, huh? Only pure consciousness. No thoughts, even saying, I'm in meditation, huh? No. So from then at the end of the meditation, then you have to bring the thoughts. Thoughts is very useful, huh? You have to bring the thoughts. Say that, oh, now I'm in Dhammakaya. I need to arise in the I'm in the truth body. I need to arise in the form body in order to help other sentient beings. I'm in this ultimate nature, in kind of nirvana. Now I need to appear in a physical form. And then with this thinking, then you feel like from this meditation on the ultimate nature of the yourself, huh? The form. Then from that you feel like you appeared back to your physical body. Back to your physical body. That physical body is the mere appearance of the emptiness, nothing else. Just manifestation of this emptiness. So when you recognize yourself, oh, my body is the manifestation of the emptiness. It's just mere appearance of the emptiness. At that time, you are meditating on the second profundity, the profundity of the conventional nature of the physical form. That is revealed by the emptiness is form. Emptiness is form. Then you have this physical body. Then you look at your physical body, you have the appearance. Whatever body you have, beautiful body. You know, short, long body, or strong, or thin body, whatever body you have. When you look at your body, you see this is mere appearance of emptiness. So that when you this, your perception towards your body start shifting. Start shifting. Huh? So then you see, this is my body and physical body as a conventional phenomena. And the emptiness of my body, they are not separate. They are in one nature, in one entity. Just like as I explained last time. And its color. My physical body and emptiness are the same in nature, one in entity. Cannot separate. Huh? So when you meditate like this, when you think like this, contemplate like this, huh? So that is the meditation on the third profundity, profundity of the meditation on the profundity of the two truths are in one entity. So after that, then we move to the fourth profundity. Meditation on the profundity of the two truths are nomenically different. Nomenically different. So the nomenically different, meaning that your physical, the body, that is the conventional nature, and the emptiness of your body, that's the ultimate nature. These two are same in nature, but nomenically different. Nomenically different means namely different. You see, the rainbow, and the rainbow's color is the same or different? Is rainbow color and rainbow is same or different? What do you think? So the rainbow's color is not rainbow. Rainbow is not a color. Right? So but rainbow and rainbow's color can separate? Can you separate rainbow's color and then you pinpoint this is rainbow? Can you say that? No. And beside the rainbow, can you show a rainbow's color? No. They are same in nature. Same in nature. Because cannot separate. But they are not exactly the same, right? Rainbow's color and rainbow is not exactly the same. Because rainbow has the many characteristics beside its color. It has certain size, it has certain shape. You see. So And also rainbow have a distinctive feature from the other conventional phenomena, like sky or the ocean or mountain. Rainbow has its own distinctive feature. That's why when we see the rainbow, we know this is rainbow. It has a distinctive feature that distinguish itself from the rest of other conventional phenomena. So to know this is the analogy. You can bring it to the physical body. Your physical body and emptiness of your physical body. Your physical body and emptiness of the physical body is one in nature. Because you can't, beside your physical body, you cannot find the emptiness of physical body. Beside the emptiness of physical body, you couldn't find the physical body. So they are in one in nature, one in entity, but numerically different. The physical body is the relative truth. And it has many characteristics. Your physical body has skin, all the organ, all the color, shape, size, and many things. But the ultimate nature of the physical body, emptiness, is just one single entity, you see. So these two are numerically different. So this physical body when you observe with a great mindfulness, observe it, you find that this our physical body go within. You don't find one single thing that you can pinpoint and say, this is my body. No. There's no substance at all when you go deeper. No substance at all. There's no very solid, substantial, independent the body that I say, my body. There's no. So how then my body came into being, exist? When which my body exists? Body exists independent on many causes and conditions. So that my body is dependent origination. Dependent origination, we call it. So dependent origination. Dependent on 5 factors. 5 factors. Paying attention. So dependent arising, interdependent arising, that is the king of the logic and reason. To establish and recognize both the ultimate nature and the conventional nature of your body. So our body is dependent on 5 factors. Remember this, Our body is dependent, the existence of our body is dependent on 5 factors. 5 factors. The first one is called existence of our body dependent on the cause. On the cause. Meaning that you see. So this you have to meditate and analyze. So this your body, physical body, that you cherish so much. So where this what is the cause of this physical body? Everything has its cause. Everything is a result of certain cause. Nothing comes out of blue. Even though we say, this comes out of blue. Nothing comes out of blue. Everything has a reason. Everything has a cause. Randomly happened. No such thing randomly happened. It's impossible. How can randomly happen? You cannot take out, point one thing and say, this comes into being without any cause. No. So, what is the cause of our present physical body? It is the result of the previous movement of our physical body. The immediate cause of our present physical body is the previous movement of our physical body. For example, today's your body. Your body of today is the result of yesterday's your body. And then you trace it. Then you reach to the, back to the semen and the ovum of father and mother. And then that trace is all the way. Grandfather, grandmother, then all the way. It's a chain, unbreakable chain. We are bound in the chain of cause and effect. You see, That is the reality of our body that dependent on the cause. But normally, when you look at your body, look at your body how appear to your mind. Body appear to your mind that body exists independently. It doesn't appear to your mind that it's dependent on the cause. That's why we call it, the body is an illusion. Not the body, actually. The body, your perception of the body, your idea of the body. These are two things, huh? You see, my body. It's in your thoughts, huh? My body. The generic image of your body in the thoughts. So you see, that body appear to your mind very solid. It doesn't appear to your mind, it's dependent on the cause, you see. So thinking like this, you are thinking this called analyzing, contemplating. That is the meditation, very powerful meditation, thinking like this. Just thinking like this is bringing you deeper. So that's the first. Our existence of our body dependent on the cause. Yeah? This you can apply to all the other phenomena. Same, huh? The second factor on which our body dependent for its existence is the dependent on condition. Our body dependent on condition. Cause and condition. Cause we finished. Here condition. Condition means that the existence of our body, we all know that it's dependent on food, and the sun, and the oxygen. All our body. There are many factors that sustain our body. So other than its cause, other factors that sustain our body, that's called condition. Our body very much dependent on all these conditions. Without all these conditions, our body will not exist, can't stand. You see, this is very obvious, you see. But again, look at your body and see how thoughts come up into your mind. My body. Again, you see, my body. This appear to you exists from its own side. Very solid. It didn't depend on any condition, you see. So that's why it's also called the illusion of our body. That's one of the reasons. Way in which it appears and way in which it really exists is polar opposite. You see. Now we go further deeper. So then we move to the next reason. But existence of the body also dependent on the base of imputation, we call it. Base of imputation. Or maybe I bring the third dependent on name. Name. Everything is namely exist, Buddha said that. In the 100,000 Pashaparamita Sutra, Buddha said, Shariputra, you should understand every phenomena is namely exist. Namely exist. So namely exist. Our physical body, existence of our physical body is dependent on the name. Just like I explained last time, you recall back this example that illustrates how things namely exist. Do you remember that our last teaching I said that a group of people select a chairman. Let's say Peter. The group of people come together, select Peter as a chairman. When they select Peter as a chairman, and then name giving to the Peter, chairman, then Chairman Peter came into existence. Yesterday's Peter and today's Peter, not much different, right? Yesterday, Peter is not chairman. Today, Peter is chairman. From Peter's side, not much different. What different? The name. Giving the name Chairman Peter. You see, you become, that person become, Peter become chairman. Also, you can recall your name. If your name is Jenny, you see, whoever giving your name Jenny by your parent or whoever, before you receive this name, Jenny, are you a Jenny? No, you are not Jenny. The Jenny came into existence the moment the parents giving little girl the name Jenny. Before little girl received the name Jenny, when somebody called Jenny, this little girl will respond? No, she will not respond. She will not identify herself with the Jenny. When Jenny came into being and started response to the people when they call her name, she started reacting. After giving the name to the Jenny, Jenny came into existence. But for our mind, you look at our mind. How the Jenny came into being. When I say Jenny, you can reflect your own name, okay? So you feel like that you appear to your mind, you namely exist? No. You feel like that you came into being first and then give the name. You are waiting there, huh, to receive the name. You come first and then give the name to you. You feel like this. But on the reality, beside the name, try to find out you. Where is you? Where is Jenny? Beside my name, huh? Where is I? Or me this? My body is not me. My mind is not me. Beside my body and beside my mind, again there is no me. You see? Namely exist. So this we're satisfied with the name. You know, when when the Peter introduced Jenny to the John, huh? The John came into the house, and Peter introduced, huh? John, this is Jenny. Jenny, this is John. And then just satisfied with the name, huh? Jenny said, "Hi, John." Huh? John said, "Hi, Jenny." Just satisfied with the name. If they're not satisfied with the name, John didn't satisfy with the Jenny's name introduced by the Peter, huh? And try to find the Jenny. Try to find the Jenny. John was confused. Jenny's body is not Jenny. Jenny's mind is not Jenny. And beside Jenny's body and beside Jenny's mind, there's no Jenny. But the Peter and the Jenny, they don't go search each other. They just satisfied with the name. The namely exists. Yeah. So that's why you see my body, existence of my body, dependent on the name giving. My body. Say my body.
My body. My body đi lên.
Even though there's no such thing called my, me, mine. Mine means possessor, me. There's no me. So you give the body, my body. So that's our body is namely exists. That's the way. And then we move to the fourth dependent. The existence of our body dependent on the base of imputation. base dependent on the base of leveling. You know, they must have some kind of a base. And then we project this as my body, right? Here in this case, when you call this physical appearance, say my body, you project on it. Which one is the base of your projection of my body? It's all the parts of the body, right? Head, hands, legs, and all the organs. This is the base. On this base, then you level my body. On this base is designation, you designate my body. Inside, okay? Here you need a very subtle insight. So without this base of imputation of my body, your body never ever exists. We look at the empty space, and that did you have the feeling of my body? No. You must have some base to project on it. And that base, not only the base, it needs to be a suitable basis. Suitable basis. Suitable base function as a body. You see, this cup, this cup, you look at the cup and you don't say my body, because this cup is not a suitable base to project as your body, because it doesn't function as your body. And then you look at the John's body and you don't project my body, because this is John's body. It functions as a body, but it doesn't function as your body. A suitable basis. Listen carefully, huh? We're getting into a very subtle insight, huh? So, in reality, our body, my body, dependent on this basis. But again, when you look at your body and conceptualize my body, your body appears is dependent on the base of imputation. No, the body is there, solid, independent, very substantial. Again, this is called illusion, the body. And then we move to the last, the factor that body dependent on. That one is very difficult to understand. Buddha said that the body, existence of the body is dependent on the projection by mind. Projection by mind. Projection by mind. Without your mind project on your parts of your body, say, my body, your body never ever exists. You see, It, in one way, when you look precisely, look closely, look at a micro level, you see how this I exists. You see I, when you say I, me, we have this sense of I or me. We call this I, me, I like this, I don't like this, I love this, I don't love this. I'm depressed, I'm excited. This I, you have this feeling of I and saying this more than 100 times. Even at the dream, you have this sense of I, right? So you look closely. Well, it's I. It's just a feeling, you see. I feel. Just a mere appearance to your mind. I. This feeling is part of the mind, right? I. You said this is just a feeling. Beside that feeling, where is this I? Where? Your body is not you. You are not your body. That's why you see it. You call it my body. Right? You don't say me body, huh? You don't say me body, you see. My body. Me as a possessor, body as a possession. So that's why my body is not me. Me is not my body. And my mind, same. My mind, you see. Possessor and possessed. So this very clear. Me is not my body is not me. Me is not my mind is not me. And beside my body and beside my mind, is there me or I? No. How can you introduce yourself to the other people beside your body and beside your mind? And that's also very clear. There's no such thing called I beside your body and beside your mind. You see? So then where's I? So it's just a feeling. I. It's just an appearance to the mind. I. So that's why it's leveled by the mind. Merely leveled. When you say merely leveled, merely rejects the very fundamental I. So this is the reality. Again, the same thing. My body is just a feeling. My body. Projected on this parts of your body, you project my body. You see, conceptual. You conceptualized. So when you This is the way to reach to the ultimate nature of your body and the conventional nature of your body. So the subtle conventional nature of your body is called the conventional nature of your body, subtle. It's more difficult to understand than the ultimate nature of the body, the emptiness. But once you understand this too, your physical body's conventional nature and ultimate nature of your physical body, and you come to know the union of appearance and emptiness. They are in union. Then when you know this, then you know the great middle path. Great middle path means that you won't fall any extreme in life. You never ever go wrong. Make no mistake. Free from too extreme. Mentally, emotionally, physically, lifestyle. You will be on the highway. Will not fall down from either side of the highway. Yeah. Even you will not take the missed exit. So on that, when you realize this, then you are no longer controlled by acceptance and rejection. You will be no longer manipulate and exploit by the outside factor. No way. The middle path, great middle path. And then it's also called maybe what's now? More than 1 hour, So anyway, so when whatever today we learned, you go back and you review it, recall what you learned today. When you recall, you analyze again. That is the analytical meditation. You see, if you like to go deeper, then you just go back and do revision, contemplate, analyze what we learned. You see, it will bring you deeper. This is the way how it will bring you deeper. So what kind of the benefit you achieved out of doing this kind of analytical meditation? Then what happened? You see, you will no longer slowly, not overnight, gradually, when you meditate like this on your physical body, then what happens? You're grasping, clinging to your body, reduced. There's nothing wrong with your body, okay? Nothing wrong with our body. Nothing wrong with appearance. As Nagarjuna said, there's nothing wrong with the appearance. It's the attachment to the appearance that's bound us. So the body, up until now, our body is not working for us. Our body is working against us. We are not using our physical body. Physical body using us. Physical body torture us, you see. The body gives us a lot of headaches, especially when the body goes under changes. We get hurt. It gets hurt not because of the body. Actually, it is the very strong clinging to the body. That clinging hurts, not the body. Let me give you an example. Slowly you will understand. Jenny loved Peter so much. So much attaccamento, so much attachment. When Jenny found out Peter have some kind of affair with the other, and she get hurt so much. Can't eat, can't drink, can't sleep. Then go to the bar, drink, take. 1 year is not enough. 2 years, still depressed, hurt so much. But the other third party, so-called, okay, called Tashi, huh? Or drama, drama. Drama, the stranger called drama. Drama doesn't get hurt. Whatever Peter do, drama doesn't get hurt. Why? Answer is very simple. Drama has no grasping. Jenny has a strong grasping. Not Peter hurt Jenny, because Jenny is the strong grasping hurt. It's the grasping, nothing else. So it's, our body, it's the same thing, huh? Our body, when we don't have the clinging, grasping to our body, even though body goes changes, it won't, at the beginning, it won't affect that much. Slowly, 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 you remain unmoved. Because what bondage formed between you and the body is the grasping. When you know you are not your body, it's very body is at the beginning you know you are not your body. Your body is not you. The start influencing you on this conceptual understanding, intellectual understanding, and then you go deeper, 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 deeper. Then even your body is sick, but it doesn't have that much influence over you. And you go further, meditation, deeper. Then you will, when you have no reached to the, you have no any grasping at your body. Then you came to know there's no, you came to the deathless. No death. Buddha achieved enlightenment at the Buddha tree. That means he overcome the attachment to his body, even though his body is there. He's not influenced by his body. He remained unmoved by the changes in the body. He didn't identify himself with his body. That's why Buddha achieved the deathless. Aging, sickness, death is based on body. Nothing else. It's the characteristics of the body, not you. That's why we say we did not call Buddha passed away. We did not call Buddha dead. We say Buddha passed into nirvana, meaning that Buddha transcends the body. It's not Buddha removed the body, okay? Transcend the body. You see. So it's very useful, especially when your body is sick or goes under changes, become old. We immediately say, oh, I'm old. You're never ever old. There's no, for you, this is ageless, timeless. You know, the time is related with, it's a concept, conceptual thought. There's no ages. So maybe you might say, oh, if there's no, for me, I have no timeless, then why the deity, Tara, she's 16 years old in the scripture says. Beautiful body with a 16 years old, energetic, huh? If there's no time, why all the deity loves 16 years old? They all are 16 years old. The pure consciousness is a timeless, spaceless. It transcends the time and space. But if you give an age to the consciousness, if you give, for example, if you give, then consciousness is a really fresh and vitality like 16 years old. That's why all the deity, we say 16 years old. It's not really 16 years old. Because of its freshness and vitality. Consciousness always the new. Okay, I'm not going that far. Huh? So so you do, when you do this meditation helps a lot, especially at the time in the real life. You whatever happens to your physical body, you meditate like this, especially at the time of death, huh? When you're passing, when you have physical body. At the time of death, very important. Last moment of the death, the mental state. Because that last moment of your mental state of death determines where your consciousness proceeds. Just like, you know, the last moment of your mental state before you're going to sleep determines what kind of the dream you are going to have. What kind of sleep you are going to have. Huh? So at that last moment of your life, if you go through a physical pain, hopefully not, huh? Even you go to, it's very helpful to at that time recognize. If you prepared ahead of the time, you say, I'm not my body. I'm not my body. Then at that time you'll be able to manage to stay calm. But this needs to be trained ahead of the time, huh? Prepare. So the meditation helps a lot. Even if you're not awakened, huh? If you're awakened, that's the best, huh? If you are not fully awakened, this meditation helps. You check it out, you see. Okay, now today we stop here. Huh? I'm keep going. Huh?
Keep going, Rinpoche. Today is a lot of questions, Rinpoche.
Okay. Okay, you can ask a few questions.
Yes, today we have a lot of questions, 7 questions in a row. So the first question is from Kunga. Where does our consciousness come from? And the second is from the Honey Lim. Is it okay to donate one's body to medical research or healthy organs as organ donor after death? So the first question is where does our consciousness come from?
I understand.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. When you look at the consciousness, when we say consciousness, we're talking a different kind of, different levels of consciousness. Gross consciousness, subtle consciousness, and the most subtle consciousness. The gross consciousness, 5 sense, eye sense organ, ear sense, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness, body consciousness, this coming from where? This coming from the potential or the seed on our subtle consciousness that left by previous 5 sense consciousness is coming. For example, 5 sense consciousness. When you go to sleep, all 5 sense consciousness withdrawn. They remain as a seed on the subtle consciousness. And then in the morning, when you wake up, when eye faculty came to contact with any form, and then eye organ came to contact with any form, then the left seed of eye consciousness on the just before going to bed, that's awakened, activated, the eye consciousness. So the 5 sense consciousness is temporary. Where it's coming from? It's coming from subtle consciousness. And how about our thoughts? Our thoughts, thinking. Where is this coming from? When we go to sleep, our gross thoughts again dissolve. I mean the conscious thoughts. It dissolves. Dissolves where? Subtle consciousness. So in the dream, we also have a thought. In the dream, we feel like we have 5 senses. We can see things in the dream. We can smell. We can touch. That today is there. But that is not the 5 sense. It is the thoughts text, form of five senses. Subtle thoughts, subtle thoughts. So these subtle thoughts in the dream also coming from where? It's from the most subtle consciousness. So the most subtle consciousness that is at our heart, for the time being, is not manifesting. It's hidden. Not only hidden, well hidden. Well hidden because it is root. Root is always hidden. Branch is obvious. Root is hidden. Five sense, conceptual thoughts, all coming from this subtle consciousness. The subtle consciousness serves like a storage where all the consciousness stored there. All our karma also stored on the subtle consciousness. All the karma. When we create a karma, either good karma, bad karma, neutral karma, where karma store? Karma store on our body? No. The body is not the base of suitable base to carry the karma, because the body burn, become ashes. And the karma also burned. Karma also gone? No. So where karma store? Not five sense. Five sense also dissolve and appear. On the thoughts, no. All these are temporary. So where karma store? Karma store in the subtle consciousness. The subtle consciousness is the suitable base to carry. Why? Because this subtle consciousness, this is ever present, continually flow like a river without any cessation, from the past to the present, present to the future. I mean, from the future to the present, from the present to the past. From previous life to this life, from this life to the next life. The consciousness flow like a river. So the present consciousness coming from where? The previous consciousness. Today's consciousness coming from, subtle consciousness coming from yesterday. Yesterday coming from day before yesterday. So all the way. This year, last year, when you are baby, the baby's consciousness is in the womb of the mother. The womb of the mother's baby consciousness, the bardo. Bardo, previous life. Then all the way. Beginningless time. It has no beginning. You cannot say, if it has a beginning, you have to say, this time it came into being, and before it doesn't exist. If that time there's no beginning, if there's a beginning, then you have to say, this spirit consciousness started, and before it doesn't start, doesn't exist. Then you have to say, and how it came into be out of blue? No. So the consciousness has no beginning. Just like a space. Space. The space has the beginning. No. The space has a end. No. No age, no center. Same thing, huh? Consciousness. Actually, consciousness is beyond the space, huh? Beyond the time. If you talk about the time, because we are using the concept of thought to we communicate. The thought is useful when we communicate. Verbalize. When we need to communicate through verbalization, we need the thoughts. The time is out of thoughts. Creation or by the thoughts. But the consciousness is not the thoughts. So actually it has not beyond time. But if you say, use the thoughts, say time, it has no beginning. Consciousness has no beginning. Okay?
Yes, Rinpoche. And the second question, Rinpoche, is it okay to donate one's body to medical research?
A second question, huh? One's body, yes, this is many critical questions people raised. Is it okay to donate our organ after we die? Yes. This you have to be careful. Make sure you are dead. Don't afraid, huh? And death is as beautiful as alive, huh? So the if your consciousness pass from your body, then it's very good to donate your organ. It's very useful, very good. If not, also if you highly realized being, you're already no longer attached to the body, then another case, okay? No problem. Even before consciousness leaves the body, you can donate. But normal people, it's better not to donate unless you make sure your consciousness leaves the body. Somebody's consciousness leaves the body, because then it disturbs. You don't know, when you in the deep, subtle level of dying process, all the five senses are withdrawn. All the thoughts are withdrawn. Your breathing stopped. The consciousness is not left from your body. So organ is something touches inside you. It influences your mental state. It influences your mental state. I recommend better not. But there's many signs that you're sure that your breath, the consciousness left your body. For example, the blood coming out of your nose, or the semen or the liquid coming out of your cigarette organ, then that is the authentic indication that your consciousness leaves from your body. Then you can donate. So it's a yeah, but then another case is special. If you really, no matter what, out of your love and compassion to others, I donate my physical body. Your motivation is really pure, very strong. Then it's okay. That motivation is a great empowerment. Then no need to worry about the disturbance your mind during that state. That's okay. That's the pure the motivation, compassionate motivation. It takes care. Very good, huh? Okay. If other just people who has no such spiritual training or have no any the loving kindness motivation, then it's quite, I recommend better not. Okay.
Very comment.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Rinpoche, for these precious teachings. Can you recommend some Tengur or Kangur texts about these 5 factors of dependence of body, if you want to study it further, if you want to read it more?
Say it again.
Okay, can you recommend some texts, Buddhist texts, Tengur or from Kangur, about the 5 factors of dependence of body you explained?
It's I don't know in English, in Tibetan, yes, I know. In the Tibetan version, there are some commentary of Heart Sutra, but they are not explained in one row, just as I explained. They are everywhere, here and there, and so I collect from here and there, and then. Yeah. But I didn't see in English, the book commentary. So far, as far as I'm concerned, I don't see in English.
All right.
Yeah. So, but you can take this as a base, as a foundation, Actually, even though it's not in the English, what I have written in English, I don't see it. But everything is in the book. Not in one, as I explained, in one row. But you see, when you read all these are in any commentary on the emptiness. They didn't mention as I mentioned, the name, but it's in there. So when you understand this, first you try to understand this as much as we discussed and explained here. Use this as a file. And then you read any commentary on the emptiness, any commentary on the true truth. There are many books on it. And then you will see here and there, oh, this talks about the dependent on cause, this talks about dependent on the condition, this talks about dependent on the namely exists, or this talks about dependent on the base of projection. This talks about dependent on the projection by the mind. It's all there.
Okay.
In all the English book, any English book you read, the commentary on the emptiness, ultimate nature, or the middle path, or the true truth, yes, you will see.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to you see, to have you have a file, organized spiritual file, what I call, pinpoint structure. And then you read the Dharma book, you will very organized. Whatever you Dharma book you read, it's always you say, oh, this is file number 1, goes to, oh, this file number 3, spiritual file, huh? And then your knowing grow. You become so rich. Whatever you read, it stays there. Not only stay there, you're organized. A spiritual file, A, B, C, D, huh? Yeah. So this, I recommend all of you. Well, when you have a spiritual file, then what happens? When you read or listen, everything will stay. Everything will stay in organized way. Not only this, then you look at your life. Look at the life of other people. Everything becomes teaching. Everything. The teaching is not outside of life. Teaching is about life. Especially all the Buddha's teaching is about you, nobody else. It's about you, who you are. Buddha is pinpointing his finger at you, talking all about yourself. So when you have this spiritual file, whatever you read, whatever you listen, whatever you see in your life and the life of other people, everything is teaching. Everything is teaching. Okay. Okay. Today we stop here. Huh? Yeah. I'll do a dedication now. We dedicate all the merit that we created today by listening to the Heart Sutra. May all of us quickly realize the Pashaparamita Sutra, realize the insight into my ultimate nature. Te ye sa la forgot to tell you one thing, huh? That's quite important. So this, to know the heart sutra means to know who you are. What's the essence of your being? What's the ultimate nature of your mind? We call it four profundities. To know this, there are three factors must present. You study, contemplate, and meditate on the Paschaparamita Sutra, meaning of Paschaparamita Sutra that we explained. That's the first factor. Huh? Second factor, like Heart Sutra. Huh? Second factor is purification and accumulation of merit. Third factor is receiving the blessing from the spiritual master. So all these three factors needs to be present. Exactly the same thing. To get an apple tree, apple fruit, you need a seed, right? Apple seed. This apple seed, apple seed alone cannot produce apple fruit. Apple seed needs to be planted in a fertile soil. And this fertile soil needs to be free from all the bushes that prevent its growth, needs to be removed. And this, for the growth of the apple seed, also need a favorable condition like the sunlight, moisture, and water, right? So all these conditions together then bring the apple fruit, huh? Same thing. The seed of our wisdom. We have the seed. That is our pure consciousness. We already have Buddha mind. We have. So this seed to sprout, become branch, trunk, and bear the fruit of the enlightenment, the wisdom. Huh? So we need the plant in a fertile soil. So this plant on the consciousness, then need to remove all the negativities. All the blockages needs to be removed. Otherwise, it won't be grow. That's why I need the purification practice. I will maybe talk this later, another time. And then need all the favorable conditions. We call it the merit. Actually, it's talking about the favorable conditions. And then we need to germinate this seed with the water. That is the blessing of spiritual master. You need a spiritual master. Unless a very few people don't need a spiritual master, just like Buddha Shakyamuni. No need. That once in a while, huh? Very few. Other than that, we need a spiritual master. Blessing. That's why spiritual master plays a very important role. And the best spiritual master is one who has gone, one who is really fully awakened, one who is a light. Spiritual master is a very contagious, contagious. If he is a light, you will slowly become light. And the best one is, of course, one who arrived, one who is totally gone, fully awakened. Then he will be awakened. You will be awakened by him. If not, then at least who is on the path, who experienced the spiritual path, not yet arrived, but on the path, experiencing himself is experiencing. If not, at the very least, even though he did not start his journey, no experience, but he has intellectual understanding, whole path, intellectual understanding. He has all the maps. He did not start his journey, but he has all the maps, unmistakable maps. So, through relying on the instruction of such spiritual master, and then it will germinate your seed. It will bring the water of blessing to germinate your spiritual seed. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now today we stop here. Thank you.
Thank you. There are 3 people who want to offer kata.
Oh, today no kata.
No kata today. Yes.
Oh, today no kata. I do the Mixima prayer. So this Mixima prayer is the very skillful, profound way of receiving the blessing from the spiritual master. Very profound, very effective. Very short practice, but very effective. Mixima prayer. So when you do this, to receive the blessing from the spiritual master. When you receive the blessing from the spiritual master, how you're receiving the blessing? when spiritual master have a very pure intention to help other student, lead them to the spiritual path, then what happens? All the Buddha Bodhisattva, they enter into the spiritual master's the body, using as a medium. Receiving the blessing from all the Buddha Bodhisattva. That's the way. So the Miksima prayer, how you think and meditate, is, you see, when you chant first Mimitzavatation Charity, what you need to meditate and think is you have to think that your Buddha mind, pure consciousness, the clear light mind, become your guru, your spiritual master, and stay at your heart. Spiritual master, stay at your heart. And then when you recite Mimitzavatation Charity, objectless, the compassion, Avalokiteshvara. When you say that Mimitzavatation Charity, you look at your spiritual master at your heart, and you need to talk to him, communicate him, and say, Master, you are the unconditional love, compassion of all the Buddha. So you are Avalokiteshvara. You are Kuan Yin. You have to say, when you chant this first line, you have to meditate and talk to spiritual master like this. And when you chant the second line, the flawless wisdom, the Manjushri, you are the flawless wisdom. And when you chant the second line, how you meditate to receive the blessing is you have to talk to the spiritual master at your heart. Say, spiritual master, you are the embodiment of all the wisdom, flawless wisdom of all the Buddha. You are the flawless wisdom of all the Buddha. So you are Manjushri, wisdom Buddha. Then when you chant the third line, at that time, what you need to meditate is, you look at the Guru and talk to the Guru, the Master, say, Master, you are the power of all the Buddha. So you are the Vajrapani, Buddha Vajrapani. So basically, what you communicate with your spiritual master, you are saying, spiritual master, you are unconditional love, compassion, wisdom, power of all the Buddha. You are the Avalokiteshvara, you are the Manjushri, you are the Vajrapani. And then when you recite the fourth line, then you have to say, for me, you are the everything, my ultimate source of refuge. Beside you, I have no one else, and I don't need anyone else, because you are all the Buddha and Bodhisattva. You are the love, compassion, wisdom, and power. So please, I have no one else to turn. I don't need to. So please, give me the inspiration, the strength, the light, remove all my obstacles. And guide me through. Guide me on my spiritual journey. Until I become fully awake. All the time, guide me. So that's just when you meditate, when you chant the Miktima prayer, very powerful practice of receiving the blessing from the Master and all the Buddha and Bodhisattva. We do this together. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Rinpoche. Thank you very much, Rinpoche.
Thank you, Rinpoche.